All right, JP, thank you. It's now 7:37. Have you ever been told to mind your own business?
Well, that saying is taking on a different meaning this morning. Tim Knox joins us, and he's going to tell us how you can mind your own business, maybe even mind it, start your own business.
Sure. Mind it, start it, run it, make money at it, the whole 9 yards.
That's right. And now for our viewers who don't know, Tim is going to be with us every week, right?
Every
Giving us
week,
some
even on holidays.
Even
yes.
on holidays. Sorry about that.
Probably didn't know that till last night.
Yeah, I was told it was the 4th of July when I got here this morning. So
oh, wow.
Happy to be here.
Well, glad to have you here. But there are a lot of people who are interested, and you've done that. Tell us about you have a book even.
I do. I have a book, Everything I Know About Business I Learned from My Mama, which has been out a couple of weeks. It went to #1 on Amazon, and it talks about how to start, run, and prosper in your own small business, which I've done numerous times here in Huntsville.
Right.
Okay. Well, we have questions, lots of questions. The first from Brenda Holsoppel, I hope I'm saying that right, from Huntsville, and you can see the question. I have a friend who wants to sell his medical software company. What kind of broker would my friend contact to help sell his business?
That's a great question. When you're an entrepreneur and you start a business, you always want to, even in the beginning, start with the end in mind. You know, you need to have what's called an exit strategy. Now, with something like this, I would recommend using a business broker. A business broker basically is like a real estate broker, but they specialize in buying and selling businesses. Now, you can do it yourself, but keep in mind that it's a highly legal thing. What a business broker can do is come in and help you value the business. They can look at your assets, your customer list, what's called the blue sky or the goodwill of the business. Because it's really hard to tell the value of a business. When you're an entrepreneur, your business is your baby, and you usually think it's worth a lot more than it is. So what a business broker can do is come in, help you get a realistic price for that business, and can help you do the whole thing, help you do the deal. They'll market the business for you. They'll find customers or potential people to buy the business, handle the transaction, the legalities, the entire thing. You can do it yourself, but keep in mind, it is a highly legal transaction, so you should always have an attorney involved with the closing, because if you sell your business and there's a problem after the fact, there can be legal ramifications. So I call a good business broker.
And no one wants that. Now, Shannon Taylor of Coleman actually has 2 questions. Where would be the best place to get money to start a new business? I'm sure a lot of people are wondering about that. And when would be the best time to quit my current job?
Yeah, they want to start that business and quit the job the same day, don't they? Well, if funding the business is always the big question.
Right.
You know, I'm a very big believer in what's called bootstrapping. This is where you fund the business out of your own assets, whether it's equity in your house, maybe you've got a 401k you can borrow against. You know, you can always take it a next step. You can try a bank, but I have some very good friends who are bankers, and they'll tell you a bank will lend you money when you don't need it. It's like giving you an umbrella when it's not raining. So unless you've got a history with that bank, you're not going to get bank financing. The next step is what's called friends and family. This is where you tap your friends and family for startup money. I'm not a big fan of that. I don't really like borrowing money from or lending money to anyone that I have to sit across the table from at Thanksgiving. Because you create a relationship there that goes from
even though it's not said, you know,
even though it's
she
not
owes
said,
me $1,500.
That's exactly right. Maybe you become a borrower and lender.
Yeah.
And if your dad lends you $10,000 and you lose his money, well, at Thanksgiving, as he's carving that turkey, he's going to be seeing your face.
Yeah.
So don't go that route. You can do things like, you know, angel investors, but when you do that route, of course, you've got to remember that you give up equity in the business. So all money has strings attached. So try to bootstrap the business if you can. Try to do self-financing, and if you need to, you can always turn to the SBA and organizations like that for help as well.
All right.
All right.
Thanks a lot, Tim.
Sure.
And if you have a question for Tim on how to mind your own business, you can just log on to WHNT.com and ask away. You heard him. He'll give you the answers.
That's right. Tim will be here with us every Wednesday. We're coming back in 2 minutes.
And Jace Paul Dice will update us on the weather.
But first, here's an event happening in your community today at 5 o'clock.